Hey everybody, I'm Den Haring. My channel is FishDen365 and you're watching Topwater Tuesday. And today we have one that I probably should have done quite a while ago. I've had a lot of comments, people asking me about this particular bait right here. It's the Excalibur Spittin' Image. And I've never done a video on the Spittin' Image, and one of the reasons why that is because I was never really crazy about the bait, even though I've never used it. I might have used it a total of 20 minutes in my entire fishing lifetime. And so I thought it's time to take a more logical, objective view on this bait. So one of the reasons why I don't think I've ever really fished this bait seriously is because when I first looked at it and picked it up, it didn't feel right to me. It's hard to explain this. It feels awful hollow. I don't really care for the rattle. It just seems, although the finishes look great, right? They got really good finishes on them. It just seems cheap otherwise to me, or it always did. I don't like the tinny rattle sound. In my hand, it doesn't feel like it has anything to it. It's just, it's hard to explain, but I just never was really turned on by the bait because of how it felt in my hands. Even though, I mean, I've got 5 of them here. Here's a nice sunfish color, good shad color here. This is a fantastic alewife pattern right here. I mean, and then another American shad here and a golden shiner in my hand here. And you know, I thought, you know, people are asking me about this in the comments. Some people are fishing these things, I'm sure, and I should probably know whether or not they really catch fish or not and have a more objective look at it. So today's Topwater Tuesday, that's what we're going to do. We're going to take you to the water, take you to a local pond, show you how the bait performs, how it sits on the water, and then we're going to go fishing with it, because I actually did go fishing with it already. I was just out at Shoal Marsh Reservoir with my wife Lisa over the weekend, and we spent a few hours out there, and I gave this bait a good try. I threw it probably an hour and a half. And I even threw it later in the evening when the bite got a little better, when there was more of a topwater bite. So does it catch fish? Well, you'll have to watch the video to see, and you can decide. But I tell you this, the bait works very well. I'm looking at it through different eyes because I fished it and because I tested it out. I still don't care for the sound that it makes so much. But I can if I didn't like the sound, if I hated it that much, I could drill a hole in here and take those BBs out and make this thing silent. And I might just do that because I'm curious how this will work for stripers. You know, I'm going to test it. I might have an opportunity yet in October, but if I don't, I certainly will in spring next year. I'm going to throw this one. It looks right. It's the right size. It's the right shape. So it matches the alewives, color and all. So I will be trying this for stripers. I've never fished this bait for stripers before, but I will coming up, and I will report to you how I do. I fished this bait on a topwater twitching rod. I was using 20-pound test braid with 17-pound test mono leader. Small snap on the bait. Bait is very easy to work. Take a look at the video here. You can see for yourself. All right, we're at one of my local ponds that I come to test lures on. Let's see how this sits in the water first of all. So it has a slight angle, not quite 45. Kind of like that. That's nice. Let's see how we can work this bait. That's better. Whoa. All right, that bait's out there. I'm gonna let those ripples subside and see how we do this thing. So it has that, you can do a wide sweep with it. See that? Has a nice bounce to it too. Nice wide sweep. But you can do a short chop as well. So the bait, you know, it walks really easy. It really does. It's an easy bait to walk. You can walk it wide. You can walk it short. You can panic it. You know, there's nothing wrong with how this bait works. It works really well. Yeah, that's panicking. Some weeds there. Just got it through the weeds. Let me show you another thing you can do with this bait. It's probably the way I like to fish it the most. Just a real subtle twitch. I'll show you here in a second when this ripples subside. I think in this bait, a lot of times less is more. And I think it's because it makes a little less noise this way. And sometimes they like that noise, but sometimes they don't. And so this little subtle, see how it bounces when you, that bounce is a good thing. That's a fish attractor. And you just let it sit there. So nothing wrong with the way the bait works. The other thing I'd like you to know is that you can cast it far. I thought maybe you couldn't because it feels so light and airy when you hold it, but with the hooks on there, there's no issue with casting it. You can cast it very far, or at least far enough. Even make it go around that leaf. Go between those two leaves. It's a good bait. Could have been a lymphoma, but it turns out it's not. It's inflammatory bowel disease, but oftentimes that's what precedes lymphoma. So they think it's like just the beginning stages or something like that, the way he was describing it.
Huh. So what did they biopsy?
Whatever they saw when they did the, when they, I guess, Scotty, when they did, I guess they did a scan.
He's a little guy.
Yeah, a lot of little bass in here these days. He thought he was getting himself a golden shiner. It's the first fish I caught on this lure. I never caught a fish on this lure before. I've never used it before either, hardly. It's an it's an old school lure. Bad spot here. Get lucky. Looks like okay. Got this little guy on the spitting image. It's getting to be a nice time in the evening here out on the lake, and this looks like a golden shiner, and there's a lot of golden shiners in the lake. Hopefully we can get a big one or shot, one of the two. Throw your popper.
Yep.
There's bluegill all in here. Look at it, look at that, look at that. That's all bluegill. That's what got chased in there. That's what they're eating. There, see? One just got blasted over there. They're eating the bluegill. That looked like a bass over there, not a pickerel. Usually come out of the water and they come from the side more. That might have been a bass. This is when they really like that top dollar lure. I have one that looks like a bluegill, and boy, they kill it. That's where that one jumped before. Tons of bluegill in here. Look at them. We're scaring them. You know why they're here? Because the sun's warming this water up.
Yeah.
And they like it. Going over towards that rock.
Well, it's starting to go behind me now.
Sorry. Now it's really behind me. Yep, got one.
Yay.
Little guy, really. It's a little guy. And getting smaller. We got all of it though.
They're hungry and growing.
I hope they're growing. Another little guy on the spitting image. What's that?
I didn't think I could get any closer to that wood.
There's one. They're just taking it in real light, although they're little small. Like the last one.
Like the golden shiner.
Yeah. That's good. That guy.
Huh?
Might have been that guy. Ow. I hooked myself. I heard a splash over there, but it might be that guy. You like it? I gotta change my glasses now. It's getting dark in here.
We're the last one to leave.
Yeah. Got one. Not big. But he was on Bluegill Point where he was supposed to be. The last three I got. Spitting image. Well, that's it for this Topwater Tuesday. I hope this helps answer your questions for those who have commented about, have I fished the spitting image? What do I think of it? The objective evidence suggests that it catches fish. So take a look. Let me know what you think. I would love to know your comments about this bait. Do you like this bait? Do you throw it? I mean, these color options are quite nice. And I believe the bait is still available. I'll have to check on the phone. I'll let you know if it's still available in the description, what colors you can get and what's out there. But this is a really nice golden shiner pattern here. I was using this on Shahoa Marsh because there's golden shiner in there. It's what a lot of the bass feed on. And so this is a great imitation of that. So hope you liked the video. If you did, give me the thumbs up. Don't forget, if you haven't done so already and you're able to, please subscribe to the channel. When you do, you may want to hit that bell. That'll give you a notification for when the next video is coming out. And if you want to take a look at a bunch of other topwater videos, I will give you a link to a playlist for all topwater videos right here. Until next time, be safe out there. Hope to see you on the water. And as always, may God bless your fishing endeavors.